Alright, slow down for a second and take a breath. You know that feeling when you realize you've been holding yourself back without meaning to? That's exactly what happens when you start living with the Mantis V2. This isn't for someone looking for good performance. This is for the kind of person who wants absolute certainty. You don't like guessing if your system can handle something. You don't like planning around limits. You want to sit down, push hard, and know, without checking, that your machine is ready. Before you go any further, check the current price and availability. Systems at this level don't behave like regular consumer PCs. Stock moves differently, and waiting usually doesn't reward patience. You probably remember the moment it clicked that your old setup wasn't just slow, it was holding you back. Maybe massive projects started feeling fragile. Maybe multitasking became a balancing act. Or maybe you realized you were choosing easier paths just to avoid stressing your machine. That's when upgrading stopped being optional. Once the Mantis V2 becomes your daily system, the mental shift is immediate. You stop managing resources. You stop closing apps. You stop thinking about optimization. Everything just runs, all the time, without drama. There's a deep sense of relief that comes from knowing nothing you do is too much. You feel it when gaming becomes brutally smooth, even at extreme settings. You feel it when editing massive timelines without proxies or compromises. You feel it when rendering, simulating, streaming, and multitasking all collide, and the system doesn't flinch. Even everyday use feels different, because responsiveness becomes invisible instead of something you chase. This isn't about raw numbers. It's about dominance without noise. Power that feels controlled, quiet, and endlessly available. Once you experience that level of headroom, stepping back to anything weaker feels immediately restrictive. If you're even considering this, don't wait for weird price jumps or sudden availability gaps. High-end systems like this don't follow normal buying patterns. You might wonder if this is excessive. That thought disappears fast. What feels extreme on paper becomes freedom in real use. Freedom to work harder, play longer, and create without friction. The surprise benefit is how calm everything feels. When nothing ever pushes your system, you stay focused. You move faster. You enjoy the process instead of monitoring it. Nothing ever feels maxed out. Heavy workloads feel effortless. You stop thinking about performance. Your setup finally feels complete. You feel proud owning it. It's not built for small spaces. It's not a casual purchase. At some point, comparing alternatives just becomes noise. You already know which system you trust to never say no. Choosing it ends the debate. Don't let this become one of those upgrades you delay and regret every time you wait on a render or hit a ceiling. If you're ready to own a machine that removes limits entirely, check availability now and step into the level you've been aiming for all along.